Good morning, Northern California. Thanks for joining us. I'm Monica Coleman. It's Sunday, August 13th.
And I'm meteorologist Brendan Minchef. It was a warm day yesterday. Today, we'll just go ahead and say it. It'll be hot today. We're going to be near triple digits.
It's already warm. We have a really beautiful garden right here in our studio. So I went outside just to take my break. Had to come right back inside because it was too warm for me already.
Yeah, get your outdoor plans done before about 2 o'clock, and you'll be able to avoid most of that heat this afternoon.
All right, Brendan, we'll check back in with you in a couple of minutes. But first, we start with this. Disbelief and sadness is now turning to anger and frustration for people in Hawaii. Much of the western part of the island of Maui charred by fast-moving wildfires 5 days ago. At least 93 people are confirmed dead, hundreds still unaccounted for. Officials say more than 2,200 structures were damaged or destroyed. More than 85% were residential. ABC's Musa Dawn reports from Maui. Tourists are leaving Hawaii and some are landing here in Sacramento. Here's ABC 10's Luke Clary with more. A state of emergency has been declared for the entire island of Maui, and all non-essential travel there is being discouraged. And with each passing day, we're getting a better idea of the level of destruction in Maui. The death toll rose again overnight, as officials on the island expected it to. 93 people have now lost their lives in the historic city of Lahaina. That makes this the deadliest fire in the last 100 years in the United States, passing the 2018 Camp Fire, which burned right here in Northern California. 3 other fires have burned on the island this week, but none of them have been fatal. The QR code on your screen takes you to a link on the ABC 10 website. That's where you can donate via the Red Cross. We've already raised more than $5,000 for the people of Maui. And it's important to remember that back here, we are in the middle of peak fire season. FEMA and the Sacramento Office of Emergency Services are training together in case of a fire emergency here. They are warning everyone not to let their guard down. The Roseville Police Department says a man was arrested for setting his own apartment on fire. This happened yesterday around 5:40 p.m. in the area of Oakland Avenue and Hickory Street. Galt police say 2 men are in the Sacramento County Jail this morning on mail theft charges. The department says the men were found back in April with hundreds of stolen letters, fake IDs, and credit cards. They were recently rearrested and are now being held on a $500,000 bail. It's 9:09, turning now to the homelessness crisis in Sacramento. Sacramento State held an event yesterday to help connect people experiencing homelessness with the resources they need. Around 300 people attended this event. ABC 10's Garch Paul-Sunga spoke to some of the people benefiting from it and the family who helped bring it to life. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, police helping kids ahead of the new school year. The big giveaway to ensure they have the tools they need to succeed. Plus, saving money this back-to-school season, a look at a cheaper way to get your kids the electronics they need. Many kids are headed back to school, and Sacramento Police is making sure they have what they need to succeed. Over the past few days, the department has held a back-to-school fundraiser to gather supplies. From grade school to grad school, your checklist of back-to-school supplies can include a lot of pricey tech items. Previously owned tech items are one way to save money this school year. ABC 10's Laura Painter shows us some things to watch out for so your good deal doesn't turn sour. Yesterday marked the end of the National Farmers Market Week, and there's good news for shoppers who are on a tight budget. When CalFresh customers use their EBT at participating markets, they can now get an extra $15 in market match benefits per week. This is thanks in part to a local nonprofit organization that received funding for the program. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, Sacramento Republic FC was in Alabama last night. We'll break down the game highlights when we return. Saturday night was rocking in the sports world. Between Sacramento Republic FC, the Stockton Ports, and a local product being honored, there is no shortage of action. ABC 10's Kevin John joins us now with your sports report. Staying in the world of sports, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin was back on the field last night. He appeared in the team's first preseason game against the Colts. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to ABC 10 Weekend Mornings. I'm Monica Coleman. Let's start this half hour with weather. You can see some people taking advantage of Friday's nice weather to enjoy some time on Lake Natoma. And if you plan to go to the lake today, I recommend kayaking. It's my favorite thing, but especially when the weather is like this. It will be warm, but if you bring some water and just relax and take the whole day to be out there, it can be really enjoyable and beautiful.
Monica.
Brendan, thank you. A popular cultural event returned after a 2-year hiatus. The 77th annual Japanese Food and Cultural Bazaar welcomed back thousands of visitors yesterday. The summertime tradition returned to the Buddhist Church of Sacramento. The bazaar started in the 1940s after the turmoil of World War II, when Japanese Americans were trying to rebuild their lives. West Nile virus keeps popping up in our area, and it impacts both animals and people. ABC 10's Devin Truby took a look at some of the hot spots and what's being done to keep you safe. That was our Devin Truby reporting. Yolo, Sacramento, and Placer counties have been spraying for mosquitoes. You can go to your county's vector control page to sign up for alerts. A high school football team is now being investigated over hazing allegations. Oak Ridge High School in El Dorado Hills says the alleged incident happened back in June. ABC 10's Garjpal Sangha explains where the investigation stands and why parents are demanding answers. It's time to buckle up for another trip on the back roads. This morning, ABC 10's John Bartell takes us to see an odd monument dedicated to water. Marine scientists at the California Academy of Sciences are racing to help rescue coral threatened by an ocean heat wave in Florida. Researchers from Florida to San Francisco are working to rescue threatened coral species by bringing them to onshore nurseries. The female black bear involved in break-ins around South Lake Tahoe has been captured and taken to a wildlife sanctuary in Colorado. The bear was involved in more than 20 home break-ins between February 2022 and May 2023. In other news, some moms are using small amounts of psychedelic mushrooms to help them with anxiety, depression, even wellness. It's called microdosing. ABC's Eva Pilgrim spoke with one mom who made it part of her routine. Everyone's dose is going to be different. However, she says if you feel it, you've had too much. Check with your local doctor before using it. And remember, this is illegal in our area as of now. Is it safe to take a bath during a thunderstorm? Brianna Lewis from our National Verified team explains. And before we go, check this out. This woman on your screen from Texas made history in the state this week. That's because she turned 114 years old. She is now the oldest living person in Texas and the second oldest in the U.S. Get this, her sister is creeping up on her. You can see a picture of the two of them right there. But really a phenomenal story. You can only imagine the things she's seen and how she's watched the world change. I would love to sit down and talk with her.
And she still looks good, too. Good genes for her and her sister. I think it's really interesting. She's 114. Texas as a state is only about 180, 185 years old.
She's seen the evolution of Texas as a state.
That is crazy. Wow.
That's amazing.
Good for her.
Yes.
I wish her many more years.
And I wish I had her skincare routine. All right, that's all the time we have for now. The next newscast is at 5 p.m. Join our friends then. Have a great weekend.